This ABC 15 News Update is sponsored by Sanderson Ford, America's best-selling Ford dealership.
Good Friday morning, everybody. Dan Spindle here with your morning update from ABC 15 Arizona. The intersection is back open at 43rd Avenue in Thunderbird after a serious crash involving 9 passengers. Phoenix police saying an SUV headed eastbound on Thunderbird hit a car, making a left turn. The SUV rolled and the woman driving it was ejected. She's in critical condition. We know a 16-year-old is also taken to the trauma center. The other injuries were not as severe. A police officer is recovering after being dragged during a traffic stop. Officers tell us this was part of the East Valley DUI task force that was set up near 41st Street in Osborne. The officer conducting a traffic stop, but a car just took off, and that officer was caught and dragged. Thankfully, the injuries are not serious. Police are now looking for the driver involved. We anticipate hundreds more migrant families here in the valley today. Local church leaders tell us that ICE will be unloading buses full of men, women, and children at the Greyhound bus stop off Buckeye Road in Phoenix. Many religious leaders have stepped up to help, but they say they are just getting overwhelmed. Some volunteers are even getting sick and running out of resources. So they want ICE to consider other alternatives or find organizations to take the families in.
I think there's not a lot of options. And that's a bad thing, because they need to figure out something else. Because if they're depending on churches just to provide for the families and think that we're gonna just continue to do that for years, that's not gonna happen.
Pastor Camacho says they'll receive today's group of migrants at Iglesia Monte Vista Church instead of at a bus station.
ABC 15 and your most accurate forecast right now.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. We are still under winter weather advisories for northern, northeast, and portions of eastern and southeast Arizona through this evening, as that snow will continue to fall through the day today, and driving conditions could still be hazardous. So if you are heading to the higher terrain in our state today, make sure that you're giving yourself extra time and be prepared for those winter driving conditions. That snow will continue to fall along the rim and in northeast Arizona, also the White Mountains through the afternoon, even the early evening. Then after sunset, those snow showers start to taper off, and then we see those clearing conditions overnight into tomorrow, and the chill then sets in as those temperatures get even colder. Highs today only reaching the 20s and 30s in northern Arizona, so we're staying below freezing in many spots. Here in the valley, a high of just 54. Then tonight, hard freeze warnings going into effect for the Phoenix metro area, with some hard freeze warnings for areas to our southeast, as temperatures will end up dropping to near 30 degrees by Saturday morning. 54 today, 34 in Phoenix tonight, then 57 for a high on Saturday, mid to upper 50s through the end of the year, with just a slight chance for rain on New Year's Eve. We'll have another update for you this afternoon. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com or by downloading the free ABC 15 app.
This ABC 15 News Update is sponsored by Sanderson Ford, America's best-selling Ford dealership.